We're going to do the muscles of the back, the shoulder, and the scapular region. So we're going to start with a muscle called latissimus dorsi. Lat rhymes with flat. It's a wide, flat muscle, and dorsi means on the dorsal surface on the back. So this large, broad, wide, thin muscle along the back, latissimus dorsi. If you notice on this torso model, we've taken the latissimus dorsi off. It's not present. It's a very superficial muscle, and we did that to reveal that serratus anterior. Next muscle we have is the trapezius muscle, named for the fact that it's shaped like a trapezoid. So this superficial muscle that comes from the back of the neck, it would come to a point up here, comes out to the top of the shoulder and comes down, and it would match on this side. So it looks like a four-pointed diamond, thus a trapezoid shape. That's your trapezius. On this model, we would see the trapezius here. So we can see a bit of the trapezius right here. On this side, they've removed it so we can see muscles under the trapezius. Next model we have are going to be the spinal muscles and the deltoid, scapular muscles and the deltoid. So the deltoid is your shoulder cap muscle. This little muscle right here that makes up your shoulder area, or this muscle here, you can also see it here, superficial shoulder muscle, deltoid. Okay, then we're going to look at the muscles of the scapula. So the scapula is your shoulder blade. It's this muscle that you can see kind of popping out right here. And so we have a couple muscles relative to the position of the scapula. So if we put this in anatomical position, we're going to have, this is my right arm, okay? So here is the scapula, you can see the border for it. The muscle above it is suprascapular, right? So supraspinatus, above the spine of the scapula, here's the spine of the scapula. This muscle, 1, 2, 3, infraspinatus, inferior to the spine of the scapula. And if I turn the scapula around to look at the front surface of it, this is going to be my subscapularis. It's underneath the body of the scapula. So again, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, 1, 2, 3, subscapularis. Then you're going to have teres major and teres minor. They are what hold the scapula to the arm. So this bigger lower muscle right here, that is teres major. Think bigger is on the bottom. And the one right above it, teres minor. So teres major, teres minor, and again, these 1, 2, 3 were the infraspinatus. So we've got those muscles. Now we're going to go to the levator scapulae. The levator scapulae is going to come off the top of the scapula and go up towards the neck, and it elevates the scapula. It's going to pull the scapula up so you can shrug your shoulders. So if we do that on this model, and we follow the trapezius right here, this muscle just below that kind of comes straight up the side of the neck, and you can imagine it came in right at the top of the scapula. This is my levator scapulae. It elevates the scapula. It pulls your scapula up, as in shrugging your shoulders. Next, you're going to have the rhomboid major and rhomboid minor, named because they're shaped like a rhomboid. And again, follow the rule that bigger is on the bottom. So we don't have a model. We've ordered a model. It's not here yet, but we don't currently have a model that has rhomboid major and minor. But it goes between the transverse processes of the vertebra and out to the scapula. So this one that I've done a mock-up here, where it's only 2 fibers right here, this would be rhomboid minor. And then the larger one that's shaped exactly like it, just a smaller version and a little bit lower, bigger on the bottom, this is your rhomboid major. So rhomboid major, rhomboid minor. That's the only difference between those two.